We never called her a witch, even mentally. In our family, there was a rule to talk about her as if she was not dangerous. Sometimes it's like it doesn't exist at all. It's just Aunt Alina, the mother told the guests. A distant relative, Dad added. She lives with us because she has nowhere to go. And everyone nodded. Because it was easier that way. The house came from our grandmother, big, old, with cracks in the walls and a floor that moaned at night, as if it was breathing. No one liked the second floor. It was always colder there, even in July, and the air smelled of dry herbs and something bitter. That's where she lived. Her room was always closed. Not on the lock, just the door was never opened. And we never knocked. Not because they were afraid. We pretended it was normal. When I was little, I asked my mother, "Why does Aunt Elena never eat with us?" Mom stopped for a second. Always for exactly 1 second. She got used to it herself. Why does it only come out at night? She can't see well in bright light. Why does she know my name if I've never spoken to her? Mom raised her voice for the first time. There were no more such questions. And I stopped. I started noticing strange things at the age of 10. First, the little things. My cup stood in a different place every morning. The notebook with the drawings disappeared and then was under the bed, although I definitely didn't put it there. Our cat, Grey and Cheeky, never went up to the second floor, even when they left food there. He sat downstairs, looking at the stairs and growling softly. One night I woke up to a whisper. Not loud, not clear. One that you can't understand, but you know for sure what these words are. He was rushing from above. I lay there, holding my breath, and listening to something move slowly on the floor. Not steps. It's like someone was pulling the fabric. Or hair. In the morning, I asked my dad, "Did you hear anything at night?" He didn't even look up from the coffee. The house is old. But it was. House. Old man. And nothing else. I realized that if they don't want to see it, then they should. Aunt Elena rarely appeared. And always, unexpectedly. You could go to the kitchen at night to get water, and she was already sitting there. Quiet. Immovable. With her back slightly bent forward, as if she had a hard time holding her head. She never smiled. But she didn't look angry either. Just empty. Her eyes were strange. Not muddy, not old. On the contrary, too clear. They didn't look at you, but through. "Good night," she said. She always called me a name. No mistake. I answered. Because that's what everyone did. Once I dared to ask, "Aren't you alone here?" She slowly turned her head. "It's lonely when they don't see you," she said. "And everyone sees me. They just pretend not to." I didn't tell my parents about it. I knew it. They already knew it. When I grew up, there were more strange things. My mother started to get sick. Not much, just constant fatigue, headache, insomnia. Dad became silent. He could sit in a chair for hours and look at one point. And Aunt Elena, she looked better. Her hair, once grey and thin, became thicker. The skin is more even. Sometimes I caught myself thinking that she looked younger than she did a few years ago. There were smells in the house. Dried herbs. Rotten apple. Smoke, like candles. Mom began to put small bowls of salt near the stairs. I didn't ask why. Because I knew the answer. One evening I heard them fighting. The voices were muffled, but I recognized Mom and Dad. "She takes too much," said the mother. "We agreed on the little things." "She holds the house," replied the father. "As long as she's here, nothing will happen to us. What if she wants more?" Pause. "She already wants to." I stood outside the door and felt my fingers go cold. That night, Aunt Elena knocked on my door. It was the first time. "May I?" she asked. I didn't answer. She came in by herself. In the light of the nightlight, her shadow on the wall was wrong. Too long. Too thin. "You're growing," she said. "That's good. Young people always need a home." "I don't want to," I whispered. She leaned closer. "No one wants to. But everyone stays." After that evening, I began to record everything that was happening. I was afraid that I would forget otherwise. Or I'll pretend it didn't happen. There were dates in my notebook. Sounds. Dreams. Dreams were the worst. Their house was alive. The walls were throbbing. The stairs led down, although I was definitely going up. And Aunt Elena sat in the center, woven into the floor like roots. "I'm not a witch," she said. "This is home. I'm just the one who listens." I woke up in sweat and heard someone walking slowly over the ceiling. When I turned 17, I decided to leave. I packed my things quietly. No quarrels. No explanation. My mother looked at me as if she knew I wouldn't come back. "You can't just leave," she said. "He knows you." "Who?" She looked towards the stairs. "Home." Aunt Elena was standing there. The first time in the afternoon. The light fell directly into her face, but she did not squint. "You were born here," she said. "You'll stay here." "No," I replied. "It's not my choice." She smiled. For the first time. Choice is a luxury for those who are not fed by the walls. I ran out. I didn't look back. I don't know how long I ran. When I stopped, the house was no longer visible. 5 years have passed. I live in another city, in another house. Sometimes at night I hear something creaking in the walls. Sometimes I find salt at the door, although I don't remember putting it. My mom called me today. "She's weak," she said. "The house is hungry." "I'm not coming back," I replied. Mom was silent. "Then he will find you by himself." Now I'm writing this and I hear someone moving slowly above my head. Although I live on the top floor. And I understand the worst. We never pretended that she was just a lonely old woman. We pretended that our home did not belong to her, and that she is only what allows him to live with us. And if she comes, I'll pretend it's okay too. That's what everyone does.